Hi, this video is made for Dr. Glenn Kageyama. In this video, I'll be going over OBS, which stands for Open Broadcaster Software. And OBS is known for essentially streaming, like to YouTube and whatnot, but it also can be used for screen recording and capturing footage on your monitor. So that way it saves it out as a video file, and which gives someone the ability to upload it to like YouTube or Twitter, or even make a movie out of it. It just makes you a video file that you can use and do whatever you want with. So to begin, I'm going to go ahead and pull up OBS. So this is OBS. The great thing about OBS is that OBS uses these things called layers, which they call sources, but essentially they work like layers. You have things stacked above each other that show what's up top. So if you look at my screen, you currently see me and a hall of mirrors. That's because it's recording what's on my screen, and it's showing what's I'm recording, and then it's showing what's on my screen again. So it's just kind of doing like a hall of mirrors thing. But if I show you where I pull this out and I show my desktop, it just shows what I have here, and you can see how I'm in the lower left corner. The great thing about this is, again, with the layers, is that I can turn off things, I can turn on things to show the process of what's happening. So going back here to OBS, right here, this top one on this under the sources tab, if I click on this eyeball, it turns off my camera. So now you just see the screen. So if I move this out, you can see there's the desktop. You can see there, I'm not there, but if I come back here, I can turn this back on, I'm there again. And if I move this, see, I'm not there, but it's my OBS is picking me up. So that way you can see someone's face or facial expression. So that's a kind of a quick layout of what OBS does and how it works. I'm going to go ahead and show you where you can find OBS for your computer, and then I'm going to show you how the settings look like and how to navigate those real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up Google. So we have Google here, and in Google, I'm just going to type in OBS, and the first thing that's going to pop up, OBS, Open Broadcaster Software. Here's their little logo. I'm going to go ahead and click on this. Now it's asking me for which operating system I'm going to use. 95% of people have Windows, so it's most likely Windows. So you'd go ahead and click on that, download it, and then there you go. Unfortunately, I can't show the installation process only because I'm using OBS to record me downloading it and updating it, and I can't update it while the program is running. It won't work. It's kind of like if you're driving a car, but you're trying to perform maintenance or upgrade it, like you're changing the oil. It's like you're not going to do that while actually driving the car. So really weird analogy, I know, but so that being said, that's how you download it. So you just go ahead and just open it, run it, and you click no. So unfortunately with my OBS, there's a glitch where if it goes full screen, it goes black like that, but no problem. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch to my monitor 2. And my monitor 2, I'm going to go ahead and show you the cool thing about OBS and being able to record lessons. So I here have a PowerPoint opened, and I have my pen tool selected, and I'm actually drawing on the actual PowerPoint presentation itself. And the cool thing is that like I am actually recording that. So let's say I was talking about the different lobes, like the frontal lobe, the parietal lobe, occipital lobe. I can actually use my pen, go like, okay, so right here in the front of the frontal lobe, you're going to hit the prefrontal cortex, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Then under that, you're going to, the bottom of the frontal lobe, you're going to hit the olfactory bulb. Like you can just go in, et cetera. You can go into detail. And again, you can record this while you're dribbling and scribbling and dotting all the lines and everything like that. So it just gives an easier way to show a it easily allows you to give a visualization of what you're actually doing. So with that being said, that's done. So I'm going to go ahead and show the tools real quick on how OBS is, or how it sets its settings. So over here in the settings of OBS, I have my general, my stream, my output, my audio, my video, my hotkeys, and my advanced. So for just doing video recording, the only things you need to really worry about is your advanced and your output. So in your advanced settings, if you look under here where it says recording, where my mouse is at, you can actually have a file naming format, which when it saves a file, like saves a video recording like I'm doing, it's going to save it out a certain name. And each name is going to be similar, but it's going to be different because of how I have the file format. So an example, it's going to save it by hour first, then minutes, then seconds, and then by the date. So if I had multiple recordings in one day, it's going to go, this recording was done at 9 o'clock in the morning, this recording is at 10 o'clock in the morning, this recording is at 11 o'clock in the morning. And you can always change the names. You can always change the file name, whatever you want to do. It's just that's how it's going to render it out. Like when it's finished recording, it's going to just save it as that name. So you know what you're looking for by date and time. So the next thing, if you look at the output tab up here, if you click under recording right next to streaming, where my mouse is at, this right here is the recording path. Where it saves the file, where the actual file gets exported to. Mine right here is set to my C drive, user, Hank, videos, and temp video. So unfortunately, I can't open that to show you in this settings window because I'm recording, but I can open up my Windows browser to show you how that works. So if I go over here and I open up my temp video, so this is my Windows Explorer. So here's my desktop, here's all my stuff. If I go to this PC and I click on my videos, there is this folder right here called temp video, and voila, there's the file that is actually being recorded right now. Unfortunately, I can't really touch it because I'm recording, but that's how that works. So with that being done, I'm going to give a quick layout of how to typically upload a YouTube video. Side note about one thing about recording video with OBS is that sometimes it records in these videos at really big files. It's because it tries to match things like the color, the lighting, the resolution at a 1-to-1 ratio for the most part. You can change this, but it tries to render it out at the highest quality that you tell it to. So sometimes I had videos recording out to, let's say, 65 gigabytes. Sometimes I've had them render out to 2 gigabytes. It really just depends. So it's just something you have to keep your eye on. You can, again, change it. So you can change it from rendering out to 1080p HD to 720p. You can just change how you want to do that within your OBS settings, but that's something you'd have to like sit down and go like, okay, I want this, and I want this, I want this. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my my internet browser, and I'm going to go to YouTube. I'm going to show you real quick how to do a quick upload video. So now that I have the file, I'm going to go to where it says my little account profile. I'm going to click onto your channel, and then up the very top is a little plus sign with this camera. It says create a video or post. I'm just going to click on that to go to upload video, and then it's going to take me to the scene where it says select files or drag and drop. I'm going to click on select file, and I'm just going to find that folder where we saved out our video. So and that's going to be in this PC, videos, temp video, and voila, I click on that, open, and then it uploads the video to YouTube. I'm sure there's a screen after the screen. Unfortunately, I can't get to that while I'm recording this because I'm recording it. But the process should be pretty straightforward. So for the most part, is how you would use OBS for a video recording program. It's free to use. It's simple once you get used to it, and it kind of makes life a little bit easier. So there you go. I hope this helps you, Dr. Kageyama. You have a great day, and let me know if you have any more questions. I've been more than happy to run you through the installation process in like a private Zoom meeting or something. So thank you, sir.